If you're like me, you get a little nostalgic around the holiday season. So I figured what better time to put together some nostalgic retro NASCAR commercials from the 70s on up. And also, if you know me, you know I've been able to combine my racing with the entertainment industry for many years, which has allowed me to appear in many different NASCAR commercials over the years. And they don't always go as planned. So stick around to the end. I'll tell you what went wrong here and give you a little behind the scenes of what it takes to make a NASCAR commercial.
Stock car racing's all-time winner, Richard Petty.
You need the best equipment to get the job done right. At home, that means lawnmowers from Lowe's.
Like the Richard Petty Special, now just $188 at Lowe's, with a 5-horsepower Briggs & Stratton engine, geared transmission, and a 25-inch cut. See Lowe's full line of power equipment.
When you need a mower, go with the best. Go with Lowe's.
You'll be a winner at Lowe's.
Man, that guy's fast. Hey, Bobby, who's the new kid? Whoever it is, he sure knows how to keep a car looking good. Yeah, that car shines from the tailpipes to the front fenders. Who cleaned that car?
Someone who taught me everything I know.
Cleanest car I ever drove, but it needs a little work under the hood.
Boy, I hope she's not racing tomorrow.
Take a picture, boys. It'll last longer.
If you want a clean car, you've got to trust your mothers.
Comes Harry Gant as the Skoal Bandit in for a pit stop.
Hi, I'm Harry Gant. When I bring the Skoal Bandit in for a pit stop, I come in for a paint stop. Because while the rest of the team takes care of the Bandit, I get to take a little pinch of Skoal, put it between my cheek and gum for real tobacco pleasure without lighting up. Now that's what we call teamwork. And Skoal's what we call team pleasure. For real tobacco pleasure without lighting up, try Skoal. A pinch is all it takes.
David Pearson won his first stock car race on a dirt track in South Carolina. And has gone on to win over 100 NASCAR Grand National races. But even though there's always another race,
how's that?
There's more to David's life than just racing.
Hey, now that looks like a wreck. Nah, looks like supper, Dad. Looks like it's time for some Chattanooga Chew.
Get all you can out of life. Get on board with Chattanooga Chew.
Just hear the stock cars rolling down that high-plane track. Better keep your eye on number 5, cause he ain't looking back. That's Levi Garrett coming through. Taste that flavor coming through for you. Time after time, the quality comes through. That's why Levi Garrett is the brand I'm proud to choose. Levi Garrett.
Nice looking rig. Roadrunner, huh?
Yeah, we're pretty well known around the circuit. I don't like to brag, but guess you heard of us.
Don't think so.
Probably don't get to that many races.
You guys tried one of these?
No. Leaner roast beef. Leaner than ever.
It's tender, juicy, real tasty.
It's Bobby Allison, the race driver. Can we have an autograph? Can we please have your autograph? My name is Fred. Can we have an autograph?
Allison.
Thanks, Mr. Allison. Oh, boy, thanks.
Hardees, best eating in town, up and down and all around.
This is Jim Simpson for Valvoline Motor Oil. Here in Miami, where temperatures are soaring and traffic's heating up, where everyday drivers are proving once again that Valvoline is one motor oil that's not just for winning races. Tell me, Cale, how hot is it?
Jim, you could fry an egg on these car hoods, but one thing keeping these idling engines from cooking is a good motor oil. Valvoline's working overtime here.
Protect your engine with Valvoline. All kinds of weather, all kinds of traffic. Valvoline Motor Oil is not just for winning races.
High-performance race cars like the Win's Kmart friction-proofing special need high-performance chemicals to keep them running their best. Champions like Blake Speed have relied on Win's quality products for over 47 years.
To run up front in NASCAR Winston Cup competition, you need an edge. That's why I set up my own shop and build my own engine. And I use Win's quality automotive chemicals in the operation and maintenance of my precision Oldsmobile Delta 88.
Win's products are available at Kmart, America's favorite store.
Around here, it's always bumper to bumper. I got to concentrate full-time on my driving, so I use the racing version of the STP double oil filter. With a filter and a filter, I know I don't have to worry about the protection my engine's getting. Of course, I don't know what kind of traffic you drive in, but when I go to work, man, it's always rush hour.
Get filter-in-a-filter protection for your car. The STP Double Oil Filter.
Look good, Bobby. How'd it feel?
Real good.
How do you feel?
I'm starving. Hey, Bobby Allison.
Hardees, big roast beef is another word for tenderness.
Would you like one? Oh, I could. Oh, we have more. Well, thanks.
Slice them, juicy, and that's another way to say best.
I'd have given about anything for that. Really? How about some driving lessons?
Best eating in town, up and down and all around.
Some guy came in to me after the race and asked me which Labonte was a better driver.
Oh, really? What'd you tell him?
Told him I was.
Why'd you tell him that?
I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Uh-uh.
Well, who won Richmond?
Who won Michigan?
Well, who won Bristol?
Who won Charlotte?
Well, who won the championship?
Oh, man. Who drives the Monte Carlo?
Genuine Chevrolet, the cars more champions trust, including the better Labonte.
$10 for lunch? I heard of a guy got a brand new car for that.
Sounds like a Darrell Waltrip story.
Oh, I swear it's true. This guy was at the track, he sees this notice, says brand new hot rod, $10.
No, it's not a misprint. Stop by and see for yourself.
Turns out her husband met this little gal at the track, and he ran off to Tahiti with her. And he told his wife to sell the car and send him the money.
No.
Hi, I'm Mountain Dew driver Brian Vickers, and when it comes to flush-fitting throttle plates, there's only one name I trust. Arby's.
Cut again, please.
These throttle plates are fresh, tender, and thinly sliced.
Cut.
You know, my car is oven roasted.
Cut.
When I'm out there driving on the bun. Hi, I'm Brian Roast Beef.
Cut. What's wrong with him?
He's thinking about 4 Arby's regular roast beef sandwiches for just $5.
Spring has arrived.
What are you doing?
And in the insect kingdom, love is
I was just seeing what else is on.
Well, I just spun my car through the grass at 120 miles an hour.
After an elaborate mating ritual.
I'll go back.
It's too late now. You missed your chance.
I'm sorry.
You watch. I'm gonna come back and win this thing. Can you save it?
Hey, Ryan. Hey. Now that you have My Circle from Alltel Wireless, you choose the people you call for free. Any number, on any network.
Any network, huh? Dale, Ryan Newman. Hey, did you hear the race is canceled? Yeah, that's the word. Cool.
Race to win $500,000 in the My Circle 500 sweepstakes. Just text RACE to 67783.
Yeah, Jeff, it's canceled. See ya.
Come on back, straight back. Hey, Jeremy. Hey, bud. That's it, come on back. Come on back. Plenty of room. A little bit more. That's it, come on back.
Get things done instantly with the i530 by Motorola.
You don't ever drop your guard here at Daytona. You come here for the speed. 195 mile an hour plus. It's intimidating. That's my kind of race. That's the kind of race I like. I've won here. I've lost here. Had so many memories. You know, you just get too comfortable with it, it'll bite you in a minute. The track demands respect.
Busch Beer is proud to bring you the great tracks of NASCAR, now featuring the Daytona International Speedway.
It's the track.
Hey, Jimmy, I was following you in practice, and it looks like you're kind of messing up turn 3. And if I was you, I would try to arc it out a little more.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to need it again. I'm so sorry, what were we saying?
Good talk, Jimmy.
I'll call you when I get to LA.
I think you forgot something.
This isn't mine.
Carl, do your flip. Flip. Oh, come on, Carl. Oh.
Fernando, you're on.
Crazy old man.
Wow, Michael Waltrip right here in Napa. I'm a huge fan.
Awesome.
You know, from your rookie season all the way to Daytona, I was there. And even when you were struggling, I was there.
Well, thanks.
And then last night, when you put gas in your truck at $8.15, $52 worth, premium, I was there.
You want a hat?
Now, there's no doubt doing NASCAR commercials can be an absolute blast, but at different times they do go wrong. So I'm going to show you this right here, the whole little video, and I'm going to tell you what went wrong. Now, if you remember back to the original chase format, this was in 2016. We shot this commercial where it appears to be all the drivers out there running around chasing each other for the chase. But in fact, the only driver that was actually out there was Kyle Busch, which was pretty interesting because this was just after he came back from breaking his leg. And I'm going to tell you, was a hell of an athlete out there while we were chasing around, because the rest of us were all stunt doubles for the drivers. And in this one right here, I was Martin Truex Jr.'s double, which I ended up doing for many years after this. But interesting because the set design tried to make it look like alleyways, and part of the design of this, they put down mop and glow in our running area on a bare concrete floor inside of a warehouse, which became very, very slippery. And as it built up on our feet, well, that's what happened. And it ended up with a lot of injuries. A good friend of mine, Tony Stewart's body double, ended up with broken ribs. I ended up with a couple fractured toes, and I believe another guy ended up with a fractured leg by the end of the day. So a very interesting shoot with that one. Now let's take a look at this.
Elliot, real quick, my car payments are through the roof. They're so high. Is there anything I can do?
Well, I mean, you could look at refinancing as an option to lower your monthly payment. You may even be able to get a lower interest rate as you just extend the term of your loan. You could even borrow additional money when you refinance to pay for other things you may also need. Peter, can you take this? It's really hot.
Now, this is, of course, Elliott Sadler, One Main Financial. We actually shot this on a day that there was a rain-delayed race with NASCAR. I cannot remember what race it was, but it was pretty interesting because we kept going back and forth with Elliott, keeping up with the race while he was sitting in the car. But if you look at the commercial here, the interesting aspect is that we shot this over at Hendrick Motorsports in their pit stop practice area. And the set design, again, did not have everything set up right. They didn't basically plan on how this was going to happen. And if you notice, the car is coming in the wrong way, but the fuel fill is on the wrong side of the car. Basically set up like a road course, but this was not a road course car. So you can pay attention that I'm the rear tire changer, and I have to come around, go under the gas man. Really interesting part to do all this and just kind of choreograph it with banging your head on the fuel tank and everything else through it all. But, man, a great day, fun day with Elliott, and, man, some good times. Now, also, I'm going to finish up with this right here because there's sometimes that the ideas of NASCAR and commercials, they just run out. So they have to repeat themselves. If you take a look at this right here, you'll see that it might look like the other thing that I'll show you after this.
I have a stunt double. Leon, my man! This guy's very impressive. Very good. Why don't you go ahead and pop a backflip? See? I did that.
Fernando, you're on.
Now, I've got to tell you, these were some of the funnest shoots to do. I did both the Dewey Rider commercial shoots with Danny McBride and Dale Jr., and, man, just a blast to be around. But the guy who was doing the stunt work there, the stunt double for Danny McBride, was not supposed to miss his landing right there, but it, in fact, was so cool and so fun that they kept it in there. And at the end of the day, they basically just let Danny McBride do a bunch of ad-libbing, asking him questions in an interview, which never made it to the screen in any way, but I wish it would have, because, man, it was some pretty intense and hilarious stuff that happened with that. But I'm going to tell you, the thing about this is, over the years, NASCAR commercials really haven't changed. Unfortunately, for all of us that were in these like this, most people were actual pit crew guys or former pit crew guys that converted over to this type of work. And unfortunately, for most of us, the days of doing these commercials are over. Now it's just simple things that they do without all the pit stops and everything, because Screen Actors Guild got involved. It became stunt work and had to start paying stunt pay and everything else. So the productions decided that they would kind of go different ways with this instead of having all of us guys doing this stuff. So now, more than likely, you'll see the actual pit crew guys out there in these commercials, or you'll see something simple. But fingers crossed, maybe one day it'll come back. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this. Hope you had a happy holidays, and looking forward to doing a whole bunch of fun stuff with you in 2025. So if you like what I'm doing, hit that subscribe button and get those notifications coming. Give this episode a like. And above all, hope you're having a great week. We'll see you at the checkered flag.